you know, this location?
I started horseback riding during the pandemic, so my friend invited me to this beautiful ranch, Rojnik, we are at, and I got in love in this location, so why not do this here?
We're about 20 minutes drive out of Ljubljana.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Everything is close in Slovenia, which is quite good.
So let's just rewind a bit and talk about when you first got interested in lighting and why that was.
Well, I never figured I'm gonna get into lighting. I was a student like any other student, but I had a rock band.
You played in a rock band?
Yes.
What did you play?
A guitar.
Right.
Yeah, the most boring instrument. No, it's good for getting the girls, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
So I started to work with the rental company Dega Systems just to earn like some side money, and once their lighting guy was having a lazy day, so he put me on a SGM console. Well, everything was programmed, so I just needed to operate, and once I turned around he was already gone. So I found myself in the middle of a live show, and that's how I got started. They saw I have maybe the feeling for doing lighting, and they kept me putting on this position ever since. So after that I started to like this job, so everything came naturally.
When was your first sort of big concert or big break, or sort of was there a moment?
Yeah, this is really hard to say, because you know, each year that you're growing you have a big moment, you know, and say,
sure, yeah.
This is the biggest moment. So you know, maybe 2011 I was with the Bioza Collective on the Belgrade Bear Fest, where there were like 100,000 people in the audience, and I was blown away. 100,000, you don't see the end of it. And I'm like, I'm a small church from Slovenia now doing the lights for band, and 100,000 people are watching this. I'm like, it was, you know, oh my fucking god. So every year something new, something more exciting, that it's like a breakdown, you know, like a new step, a new achievement.
Sure. I just want to ask a little bit about your work with Two Cellos, because you've been their lighting designer for what, 4 or 5 years now?
Something like that, yeah.
And
yeah.
how did that come about? Because that's really taken you worldwide, hasn't it?
Basically, they were on the lineup of the Schengen Festival, which I was the main LD. And when I saw that, I said to myself, I want to be a lighting guy for this band, you know. So I wrote them if they need anything, or if they are bringing their own lighting guy, do I need to prepare them something or anything? There was no answer. So they came, I asked, do you have your lighting guy? They said no. I said, okay, then I'm gonna do the job. And I guess they were happy about it, because we are still in the game.
What are the best parts about working with Two Cellos?
It's really, the best part is that I really seen a lot of productions. I learned a lot, and consequently I traveled a lot. I met a lot of new people. I have friends in every continent, almost every big city, and the experience I gained from all these shows around the world, it's how would I put it? You can't learn this at school, you know. It's, you know,
University of Life.
Yeah, University of Life. Yeah, exactly. So
what are Two Cellos like to work with as artists?
Well, they are pretty much straightforward and easy to work with. So with them I could test a lot of different techniques I wanted, or doing some straight things, or different kind of strobing or whatever. They are always up to doing things that would make the show better.
Can you just tell me a bit about Blackout, your design company?
Well, this was my idea when I started thinking that I'm gonna do this job, to have a brand a design brand that people will ask us to do tours or events or television shows. So basically we are a group of 4 designers, and we try to make the most of the jobs by combining ourselves with different artists, so it makes it easier because we can replace each other or help each other. So basically we are stronger like that. If I'm just alone, I can have just one big artist, and everything else, it can be a side job.
Sure.
But this way we can cover more and try to make good lights for more people.
What were you doing when the pandemic started?
Well, me and three of my guys from Blackout lighting design company, we were starting to having the busiest year of our lives. Starting some tours, Luka Šulić, Hauser, Tarja Turunen, Peter Benz and Dubioso Collective, and just figuring out the logistics, how to get from one to another, and all the plane tickets and everything, and then just in a moment everything stopped. Like you turn off the lights, it was just a full stop, not slowly but just full stop.
But I hear you've been pretty busy yourself during the pandemic. What have you been up to?
I said to myself I want to do things I never had time for, so I started horseback riding, which was on my bucket list for a long time. I did a motorbike license and a boat license, and started mountain hiking a lot, getting myself into nature and stuff. And also on the other hand, I was preparing all the shows for my clients for the time that we pick things up again, because I knew when things start everybody will want something, so I was trying to be a little bit ahead of that, not to be messed up now.
I know just this last weekend you've been working on a music festival in Serbia, haven't you?
Yeah.
With a full crowd and everything. What was it like to be back in that environment?
Well, it was like a dream, you know. I didn't know I was dreaming on the festival, or I was dreaming 1.5 years, because it was like nothing changed, you know. You know the feeling when you have to squeeze yourself to get yourself to the FOH, and you have to move all the people and touch them and say, excuse me, I have to pass there. You know, it was like something totally new, because we didn't do this for such a long time, and it felt really good. So I hope that I get this feeling more often.
What do you most love about your work?
I love the artistic part of being a lighting designer, to bring lighting to the music, to performances, to make them look how you see it, and when people like it, then you're even more happy. But also traveling, meeting people, meeting new productions, learning new things, and having a big power of many kilowatts under one flash button is a superpower too, you know.
Better than the guitar?
Yeah.